Now, Casey, I'm on YouTube right now as well. And since it's supposed to start
You're
in
live.
1 hour.
Okay, but you're live right now. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
So this is Casey's channel. You're not at the wrong place. I'm hosting today. I am Teacher Kelly Tag on YouTube, and I go live most Tuesdays. Lately, I haven't been. Rebekah, tell them about yourself.
Hi, my name is Rebekah, and I have a YouTube channel, Rebekah F Online Teaching. I teach with Outschool, and I brought my daughter today because she woke up. And my daughter takes classes in Outschool, so I know some of the parents' side as well. And I used to teach with VIP Kid, and hopefully with VIP Global later on, and just figuring out what's the next step in teaching.
Right. I know this is supposed to be about Outschool, but real quick, how was your last day on Friday of teaching at VIP Kid?
Well, it was good. I had 5 classes. One of them canceled, and then I looked at it closely, and she canceled under 24 hours, so still got paid. And another class was a student no-show that I waited through. So I only taught 3 classes, and my last class was a really fun level 4 class who was right on level. So I ended with a really good note.
Oh, that's good. Okay, well, let's get started talking about Outschool. So there's a few new things. There is the marketing tool. Have you looked at that yet?
I did. Yeah, I might print something up. It's very kind of plain, which means you can go and take it and put it in the document and make a fun border to it, depending on what season you want to have it in. And I love that it's customizable.
Yes, actually, I got curious, so I just printed it out, just the one that they have on there. And looks like you could cut it. I just printed this on regular paper, but if I was really going to give this out, I would do it on cardstock paper. Yes, and then there was a few other updates. So that sounds like a great idea. I've seen the criticisms online is that it doesn't have the give 20, get 20. It's just your profile, but hey.
Well, I had the impression that if they click your link to any class or they do the QR code, it links, because when you click the link on the web page, it has a little like, XYZ123, whatever code at the last little bit, that links it to your account. So if they sign up as a new teacher or a new parent right away, it does link and you get the bonus, is my impression. But if they click on it, click out the X, sign up later on, it's not linked together.
Okay, Rebekah, why don't you tell everyone about the classes you have out right now?
Sure. So right now I'm offering a math class. It's called Beat the Teacher. It's a competition math games for K1. So they have to team up against me. Or if we have a bigger class, some of them will join my team. So we have competition, and we also talk about good sportsmanship, where we don't cry if we don't win, and we don't brag if we do win. It's all fun, no matter what happens. And I usually get kids who can handle that competition part. And it's a lot of fun. My daughter's talking. Okay, so I also have a science class called Kitchen Table Rainbow Science that meets once a week, and we do a different science experiment every week. And this fall, I decided to group up my science experiments into themes. So in September, we did musical science. In October, we did fizzling science. In November, we'll do air science and other kinds of physics. And then we'll do like holiday science in December. So I thought if I group them, then it'd be like a mini theme, kind of a multi-day class, but not really. You can still jump in and out at any time. And then I also have a bunch of one-time classes going too.
How are your one-time classes booking?
They're hit or miss, mostly miss. But I do, my one favorite class that I do get the most is my mixing colors and making a fizzling rainbow. That's a really fun science classes, introduction to my ongoing classes. The other one-time classes, I did learn the hard way that they will get unlisted if they're not taught for a year. So the other day I went through all of, hold on. My computer just kind of restarted, so I'll be back.
Okay. Oops. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and talk about mine while she's getting settled with that. Okay. So I have two ongoing book classes I've been going for a long time. I have Dogman, I have Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I have 3 sections of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, so you have plenty of choices for times. I've been trying one-time classes. I brought out my American Girl class. It booked great last week. It has enough to run today, but didn't book as well as last week. I don't know why that is. Maybe more people have Halloween classes out this week. I've got my one-time classes. I've got 2. I've got book classes. So I make like a one-time class of a book if a new book comes out in the series. Although I had several people already in my ongoing class sign up for my one-time book class. And then I had to message the parents and say, we are doing this in the ongoing class too. So I had people that signed up and then, withdrew. But, I didn't want them to find out later the hard way. And then they paid twice and then they're mad at me. So I let them know that we're already doing that in the ongoing class. Yes, and then I have a brand new government class out, which now has 5 learners. Another thing I wanted to talk about. I tried to open a new section of it. I had someone enroll, and then they found out they were the only ones in the class and unenrolled 20 minutes later. And I had just opened the new section a couple days ago because the other one was almost full. So it was frustrating. I don't know if you are a parent out there watching, you could at least message the teacher before you do that and say, do you still run with one student, or how long? Because with a week and a half till the class was even the new section was going to start, there was time for more people to join or even ask, do you have another section? Although she would have seen the other section when she was signing up. So maybe that didn't work in her schedule, but yeah, it's a little frustrating. Let me know if you're a parent in Outschool. Do you do that? Do you just unenroll if you see that your child's the only one in the class?
Nowadays, most one-time classes have to run with just one student. They just don't book as well as they did last year. So as a teacher, you have to decide, am I sticking to my minimum of 2 or 3, or am I willing to teach just one in hopes to keep them as a returning student? And that's hard. And parents who want to have more than that, I'm sorry that they enrolled 20 minutes later.
Yeah, well, this was an ongoing class. It was just a new section of an ongoing class. So even if it was like one student 1 week, I would have given it several weeks to see if more would join.
So, I've taught ongoing classes with just one student. And then after about 3 or 4 weeks, I tell the parent, this is not working for us. Could we move to a different time to get more people? Or can I transfer you? But I will let it run for a good 3-ish weeks before I decide to either end it or,
right.
Because it could grow.
Well, this was an ongoing class. I mean, that's up to her, the mom, it's her reasons, but it just was like, I just opened the section. So of course she was the only one in the class, but yeah, let me know in the chat if that has ever happened to you. Danny says, my one-time classes aren't booking well either. I had one student straight and did the class anyways. And okay. And hello, Jerry. Yeah, so let's talk about the latest. Okay. Oh, we were talking about marketing. So I was going to show you where it is in the tab. So if you go to teach in your port under your Outschool portal. Okay. Yes. Hopefully. Okay. So this is what it looks like. And they already have a QR code for you, which I've heard you can make your own QR code. I don't know how to do that. So this is great for people like me. It's literally already done for you. And, it comes out actually when we're not small, I'll show this. Yeah, 4 to a page, and you can cut them and give them to people. And I had heard of other people doing flyers before this thing came out, but my biggest thing was, with it being online, they're not going to type and try to find it if they don't have a link. Well, now you have a QR code, so that's perfect. Maybe they
as well as the link. So they don't want to scan with their phone. They can type in outschool.com/teacher/ and then the teacher's name. It's not so long with letters and numbers. It's very concise.
Yes. And then here, I'm going to spotlight myself so I can just show you. I just did a quick printout, and you can Oh, you can put your profile, but you can also do a specific class, which I liked because I have one class that's a slightly older age group than the others. So if I was trying to promote to that age group, I might want to just print that class instead of my whole profile. Yeah, so looks like this. And okay, yes. And have you tried printing yours out yet?
I have not printed it out, but I did click on it to create the document as a PDF, but I haven't actually pressed print yet. I know a lot of people are printing them off and they're tagging them in little baggies with the Halloween candies, and they're going to pass them out this weekend so that the trick-or-treaters will also get a treat for a free class. Or because if it's a give 20, get 20, if they sign up brand new, they do get like that free class.
Right. That's a great idea. I live in the middle, like my house is in a very secluded area, so I don't get trick-or-treaters, but if you get trick-or-treaters, that is a great idea.
I don't, but we do go a lot of trunk-or-treats. We've never actually did our car as a trunk, but if you go to these trunk-or-treats, maybe you can pass them out with your candies at one of these events as well. I know most people don't do neighborhood house to house anymore where we are. They all go to like a church parking lot, do one big thing and then leave. I like it.
Okay, they do that. They do it both ways. Where I actually come to think of it, though, I am going to a friend's house on Halloween, so I can bring and okay, I am going to do this. All right. Yes. Okay. So then we also have some emails from Outschool. Okay, here I'm going to share the latest email. Let me make sure this shows up. Okay. And for some reason, now it has to reload.
While it's loading, I want to tag on to what Danny was saying about the coupon codes. We haven't actually walked through how to make a coupon code, but it is super easy. I finally made one for one of my classes and it's intuitive. You just click, 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 and it's done. And you can just send the whole thing off to your parents. And I do the coupon codes. Like after they take a one-time class from me, I send them a coupon code for 1 week, 50% off of my ongoing class. So they can kind of get their foot in the door. And then after that, they would pay full price. But yeah, you're right, Danny. It's very easy to make a coupon code.
Yeah, I love the new coupon codes. It's easier than refunding. Yeah, I do the same for ongoing classes. And if I have a one-time class that does get learners, I advertise my other classes and give codes for that as well.
Honestly, as a parent who looks at these Facebook pages, if they ask for a refund, I'm like, you're in dinosaur age. Can you just like make a code? Because you might forget to refund me. And can we, if you're going to advertise on like your discount Facebook page, maybe make a coupon code.
Yes, it is easy. It's a lot easier now. And it's easier on me as the teacher too. I don't have to remember to go or always be checking. They just sign up and same, like sometimes I post for Danny because she's not on Facebook. So I told her the other day, just make a coupon code. It'll be easier, especially if I'm posting for you, because then we won't know who's signing up. So yeah, it's a great new thing that they have. So here, learners, customers, or both. As an educator, you can form strong relationship with your Outschool families through customer service. So they've got some new training modules on how to do that. Conflict resolution guidelines, communication strategies, proactive choices for positive outcomes. As I did a boot camp earlier in the year and we talked about some of these things, but I do know that a lot of people come to Outschool from a brick and mortar background, and you did have to deal with parents, but you didn't have to deal with like marketing and resolving conflict from a customer service standpoint. So I think some people can benefit from this. Get personalized feedback from Outschool. Now, if I was a new teacher, I would take advantage of this. So we're excited to announce new optional feedback program designed to help you improve your teaching techniques. So you get direct intentional feedback on class recordings, one-on-one coaching, and targeted professional development. And for those of us who worked at VIP Kid, they had something like this, a one-on-one thing when you first signed up where you could have a mentor look at one of your classes, and I took advantage of it. So I would definitely do this if I was a new teacher. This is good, especially if you're not sure, you're not getting bookings. Okay, November 1st, new age group cohorts. Over an 8-week period, beginning November 1st, each cohort will ask questions and grow as instructors, shared experiences. I haven't done a cohort and I don't really want to do one right now, but I'm thinking about doing one in January after Christmas. And then a lot of people are signing up for new classes, like January kind of starts a new semester, even in the homeschool world.
I think this is great. When I first became an Outschool teacher, they threw us into a Facebook group called like the new teachers cohort, whatever it is. And we were there for like 4 weeks to get our feet wet, ask all the newbie questions. And then we moved into the Outschool Teacher Hub. So it's great that they have these cohorts with the age of the students you teach. We can all kind of build on each other, because it is really not a competition. I mean, it kind of is a competition between different teachers, different classes, but it's also collaboration, and we're learning from other people and we're getting ideas to make our classes better.
Right. And it doesn't need to be a competition with your friends. I mean, maybe it is with that stranger you teach the exact same class, but as friends, we share each other's classes all the time or tag each other. You know, if we see something in the Facebook group. Yeah.
And plus, if you are like me and you're a teacher and a parent and you teach the same age as your child is, you can look in there to see what classes are good for your kids.
Yes.
Like,
yes,
ooh, they sound like a really good teacher, good personality, very friendly. Their class looks great. I might just book them.
Would you sign your daughter up for a cohort? Isn't that, or?
Well, no, I think this is the education, the instructors cohort.
Oh, okay.
But I think there are some big Outschool classes run by Outschool people that are for, like, they're free classes for that age group. We haven't actually enrolled in them, but it's more like a social club run by Outschool, just to kind of let people say hi to other people their age.
Okay, I see. Well, that's why we need Rebekah on here as the parent, because building your teaching business, calling all entrepreneurs. Have you explored our training center modules and how to grow your business? So there's one module, where does the 30% go? They let you know exactly where it is. I think that's great. I haven't looked at this. Have you? I mean, I know they advertise. I've seen my own classes advertised, and actually my friend Kim has tagged me in 3 different ads with my classes. So thank you, Outschool, for advertising for me. And Danny's actually screenshotted a couple times when my classes were on Instagram. So I know Outschool's advertising for me. Thank you. Business coaching, whether you're just starting out or looking to take your teaching business to the next level, join Outschool's business coaching program. You'll work with other educators to grow and have business skills. Because like we were talking about before, you're not just teaching on Outschool, it is a business. You're running a business, your own business. Oh, and the winner is, okay, there was a Logitech survey prize pack, Caitlin G. Okay. So keep your eyes peeled for more surveys.
I saw that. I was going to submit it and I totally missed it. So, oh, well. It's asking, like, how do you use like Logitech in your classroom? Like, well, I got a spotlight camera that I use all the time in my classroom. And I forgot. So yay, Caitlin.
All right, Caitlin. If you're watching, Caitlin, comment. That's it. There wasn't a lot this week. There was really like only one email in the past week that came out. But I think the biggest thing that we talked about today was the fact that Outschool makes it easy for you to market. I know there's a lot of criticism on the Facebook pages that, oh, I wish the marketing did this or the marketing did that. You can still create your own, but you know, if someone else did it for you and made it easy, don't complain. Okay. Yeah. So
right, you can just tweak what they've given you. I mean, they're trying to make things easy, especially for the non-tech savvy teachers, because everybody has their own, their own niche, and you can be really good at one thing and, lacking the tech. So here, you can just give this out, or you can go above and beyond and make your own. But there are, QR websites that I used like 4 years ago to make QR codes. You can plug in the website, get the QR code, but I don't want to start square one. I don't like, here, it's pre-made, done.
I know, like if I had to do all the work to make it all myself, I probably wouldn't give any out for Halloween, but since they made it easy, I'm going to. And I was thinking, this is really smart on Outschool's part because they're helping us promote our own class, but in return, that's helping them too. If all of us are promoting Outschool, then Outschool as a whole is getting more students and bringing in more money. So they're helping us at the same time, helping themselves too. So it's a win-win.
Yeah, and I've always felt awkward. I talk to people like in the parent line at school about Outschool, like, great, do you have like a code? Well, hold on a second. Let me get my phone out. Let me get my give 20, get 20. Let me text it to you. And you have to open it through your phone, not your computer. I'm like, hey, it's just too complicated. So it's too hard. You go, here's like a business card, QR code they can scan, sign up, and so much easier.
Yes, I think it's a great idea. So do you have anything else you want to add before we end?
Well, before my computer went phooey, I was saying that reminder that classes do get unlisted after 11 or 12 months of being inactive. And I had like a couple of Halloween classes and a couple of Thanksgiving classes that I did last year that I knew were coming up. So this past like October, I went through every single class that I had on there and I made one section for every class. Now, of course, it probably canceled through low enrollment, and I just decided not to reopen it after the 24 hours. But because I opened one, it's active for another year, just in case I do want to bring it back out. So go through your classes, see if there's any holiday classes coming up, and just throw a section up there, just so you can keep it active, because it might be harder to relist in the future.
And also you can open a section and make it private. I've done that before. So if you make it private, you've still opened a section, and then maybe you don't want to run it right now or you want to run it later. You've still opened a section. No one's going to enroll if it's private, but now it's not going to get unlisted. So there you go.
So go through, because this is the holiday season where a lot of people made these holiday themed classes, and you don't want to miss out on, oh, it unlisted. Okay, do I want to go through and ask to be relisted? Do I have to make any changes to the description?
Right. And sometimes it's easier than others to get it relisted, and sometimes it's really hard. So you don't want to go through that if you don't have to. All right. Well, we'll be here, or Casey will be here. Somebody will be here next week around the same time, between 11 and 11:30. So anyways, good luck with all your Outschool classes, everyone. And yes, we will see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks. Bye.